Now I know what you're thinking. You sat there thinking, Sam, Naval Strike came out a couple of days ago. Why are you showing us some Battlefield 3? Surely you'd want to show us some Naval Strike and start to talk about what you think of Naval Strike. Really, I'm just trying to save my own sanity at the moment. I'm currently really not enjoying Naval Strike and not enjoying Battlefield 4 at the moment. And I feel like if I kept pushing and pushing on and trying to get some Battlefield 4 stuff done, I'd end up sat in a corner, bopping backwards and forwards in a straitjacket. It gets me really incandescent with rage at the moment. I'm not sure what it is. And I want to enjoy Naval Strike, I really do. I can see a lot of potential there, I can see it looks beautiful and the maps look like they could be quite cool. Carrier Assault, I really like the concept of, but at the moment, a lot of my friends aren't playing Battlefield 4, which is forcing me to lone wolf, and it's just not possible on Naval Strike. You'll end up punching a small child if you keep trying to do that. So I went back to Battlefield 3, and I'm doing this quite a lot recently. Even when I'm not even annoyed with Battlefield 4, I just want to have a bit of fun on a shooter. I choose Battlefield 3, and that really says to me that there's something about Battlefield 3, there's something special. It makes me think, you know what, I want to have a bit of fun. I want to go on a shooter, go and shoot a few people and enjoy myself, and I pick to load up Battlefield 3. And I think one of the things is, it is good if you are a lone wolf. It's a good game to jump on solo. Now if you're a YouTuber, you'll know sometimes you just want to make a video. There's something about a topic that you've got in your head and you want to get it out there while it's still fresh and you've still got the idea in your mind. So you think, right, I'll get a bit of gameplay, and you can't really wait around for your friends, you have to go on and get the gameplay and get the video up because you want to get it out there. So sometimes you have to lone wolf, and on Battlefield 3 it is much more enjoyable. And I think one of my friends mentioned to me the other day that there's still more people playing Battlefield 3 than Battlefield 4, and that really speaks volumes and really suggests that there was something special and still is something special about Battlefield 3. So I really want to sort of go over what that could possibly be, what it could be about that game that keeps bringing people back. Now personally, I think one of the things is the maps. I still think to this day the maps on Battlefield 3 were much better than the maps on Battlefield 4. This becomes all the more obvious when I think about what my favourite map on Battlefield 4 is, and it's Caspian Border, a Battlefield 3 map. So yeah, I do think the maps were better. I mean, if you look at Conquest Domination, Donny Fortress and Zebra Tower are probably two of the best domination maps ever devised in my opinion. The Aftermath maps were all fantastic. Obviously Scavenger mode was a really brilliant special game mode. Armoured Kill, you can say that was a bit of a write-off and some people weren't too keen on Endgame. But you had some great maps in there, I love Death Valley. But then you look at Conquest and Rush, Sen Crossing, Damaban Peak, Grand Bazaar, Noshar Canals, Strike at Karkand, Wake Island, Caspian Border, map after map after map, all great, much loved maps. And Operation Metro if you like a little bit of a clusterfuck. So yeah, the maps could be one of the things that makes the game so special. I mean, it's not as obvious when you're playing Battlefield 4 that, well, it's not as obvious to me that I don't like the maps as much until I go back to Battlefield 3 and think, this map was great, there's nothing like this on Battlefield 4. As well, I think the gunplay was much better. I much preferred the way the guns felt on Battlefield 3, and I much preferred the way when you shot people, they died. And when you were getting shot, it's because you were getting shot. Now, it could sound like I'm just sitting here saying, Battlefield 3 is amazing, just sitting moaning about Battlefield 4, and that's not what I'm here to do, I do try and stay positive, and, I'm not one of those people who's written off Battlefield 4 just yet, but I am starting to lose a bit of faith here, and that's why I've come back to Battlefield 3 for a bit and started to realise I never did this with Battlefield 3. There was no point where I thought, you know what, I'm considering uninstalling this game, walking away, and not playing it again. But over the last couple of days, I've had that feeling with Battlefield 4. And I think it could be possibly due to the fact that I am having to lone wolf at the moment. My friends aren't playing Battlefield 4, so I'm having to try and get gameplay by myself. Frustration is building up, and then jump on Battlefield 3 by myself and have an absolutely amazing time. So it could be partly due to that. And I am hoping to get some Battlefield 4 done very soon. I'm hoping this weekend I'll have a Naval Strike video out. I'm going to basically try and convince my friends to join me for a little bit of that. Not sure how that's going to go. I'm hoping I'll be able to just pull out some unbelievable persuasion skills I never knew I had. Because there is potential there. That's the thing I want to say as well. I'm not writing Battlefield 4 off because I can still feel potential. The minute I stop feeling potential in that game is the minute I'll walk away. So it's not come to that just yet, and I do know when you get friends together and have a good session, it can be up there with the best of them. It can deliver an amazing multiplayer experience that is paralleled by very few games around. But the thing that made Battlefield 3 special is it could do the same but keep delivering on it. It was consistent, good fun, good gunplay, good maps, good game modes. well-balanced game modes, and everything just ran nicely and everything was fun. And I think it's that consistency that makes it such a special game even now. You can go back onto it and think, it's like I never left and I'm still having the fun I had when I was playing this non-stop. So for me, Battlefield 3 as a shooter is special. So I want to get your thoughts as well. What do you think about this whole topic? I know there's some people who think Battlefield 4 is better than Battlefield 3, and I value that opinion, so leave me your thoughts down below. Don't forget to hit like if you haven't already, and I hope you enjoyed the video. But you guys take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you all very soon.